Hello and welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff. Today we're going to do version 3 of building set number 31167. That is the Haunted Mansion. It's a Creator 3-in-1 set. We've already built versions 1 and 2 and done the reviews for those. Those are in a playlist at the end of the video if you want to go back and watch those. Meanwhile, today, well, we're going to start version 3. What is version 3? Well, version 1 is the Haunted Mansion itself. And then we've got a train. And then last is a ship here, and that's the one we'll be building today. If you guys would, hit that like button, subscribe. If you're over on Rumble, give it a rumble or follow the channel. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start the time lapse. But before we do that, just remember that these videos, they are Enzo approved. This concludes the build of set number 31167, version 3 of the Haunted Mansion Creator 3-in-1. This here was a very interesting build. I do like it. And let's start off with the dimensions. This thing is 13.5 inches from front to back. It is 4.5 inches from the sides of the sails, and it is 8 inches from the top of this to the table. If you're on the metric system, that's 34.5 centimeters by 11.5 centimeters by 20.5 centimeters. As far as the characters, there isn't any information online, but obviously that's a skeleton, obviously that's a monster, and that's a ghost, and then we got the werewolf over here. I don't know her name. It's a female who looks possessed. That's all I'm going to say about that because I don't want to get in trouble. So there you have the 5 minifigures. When it comes to value, this set retails for $89.99. And it has 736 pieces, 5 minifigures, so that is 12.2 cents per piece, which is about average these days, so that there's nothing wrong with the value there. The problem I have is all the extra pieces for this set. There's a lot of extra pieces in here. We didn't use a lot of the double convexes. In fact, we only used 2. There's 8 here. We've got extra plates. We've got pillars, support pillars. We just got a lot of extra stuff, extra windows. I don't feel like they really used enough of this set to make the value that high. So that's why I'm only going to give the value a 6 out of 10 for version 3. As far as creativity, kind of the same thing. It's not that this does look like a pirate boat, don't get me wrong, and these are supposed to be the little cannons here on the side. I get that. However, I think they could have done more with it. and they didn't, and so I'm just going to give the value a 6 out of 10. The playability, well, I'll give it a 9. There's enough here. I mean, you know, what more do you want? You've got the plank where they can throw people off, which the gangplank like they used to have. That's supposed to be an anchor. It does look like an anchor. Because it's a monster ship, the fact that the sails are not complete, that is very close to Pirates of the Caribbean, so we'll let that slide. I think that's actually a good feature. I like the fact that they have something in the front, like many ships did, and this time it's a skeleton, so playability, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Ease of build, well, it was actually a really easy build. There is 153 steps, and there's only one booklet, so that's not that bad at all. And keep in mind, my granddaughter's 7 now, and I try to picture her building this and how much difficulty would she have. And I would say she'd have almost no difficulty, so it's a 9 out of 10. Part out value, well, even though they didn't use all those pieces I was talking about, they're still there. So you'd be able to build something else pretty easily with this. So I'm going to give the part out value an 8 out of 10. And if you average everything out, that gives it a score of 7.6. If you like or love this video, please hit the like button. If you feel like I've earned your subscription, please subscribe. If you're watching over on Rumble, give it a rumble or follow the channel. No matter the platform, leave me a comment below. I appreciate hearing from you guys. I like hearing your opinions on things, so please put it below. Also, turn on all notifications, that way you'll know when I put out a video. If you guys want to help the channel, there's 3 ways, and well, there's 3 ways here that have links in the description. The first way is to make a PayPal donation. The other way is to head over to Bricklink. We have a store. It funds almost everything we do here, and we have about 750,000 pieces, and we ship within 1 business day in most cases. So if you need pieces for your builds, your mocks, mods, that kind of stuff, head over to my store, buy it, we'll ship it to you fast. Also, if you would like to get dividers for your Akro-Mils drawers, we manufacture or 3D print the small ones, and those allow to double your storage space in a lot of cases. Links in the description for Etsy and all those other 2 things I just talked about. If you don't have the financial means to help out, that's totally okay. I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate every comment, every like, every time you watch a video. I appreciate that. And if you want to help and you don't have the financial means, here's 2 ways to help. First is share a link to this video on other social media platforms. You're my marketing department. I don't have the time, the money to do that, but you can help me out there. And also, watch another video right after this one. It triggers the algorithm to push it out to more people the more time you spend on the channel. So if you would, watch another video right after this. All right, guys, be good to each other, stay safe out there, and be looking out for my next video where we review all 3 versions side by side.